Welcome back, finally, to another episode, No Country for Otakus, where we have two people here, and not just me rambling for like 30 minutes. I hope everyone liked the last couple of episodes.
They were good. They were good.
That gambling one, bro. The only thing I hear about those is that they're not finished. You know,
What was the gambling one? I didn't see that.
the last one I did, Tomodachi.
Tomodachi game. Yeah, I watched that.
It's alright. The problem is it's not like it's just like boop, like when it started to get really good. It went,
Yeah,
I know you got
is funny because I kind of found that when I was reading a different manga called Gamaturo, which is about this little kid who's like the best samurai ninja in his clan, and basically like there are 22 kings fighting for this throne, so they all pick one clan, one champion, and he happened to be picked by the youngest kid. And the as I was reading, that came up. Tomodachi game came out as trending, so I was like, "Oh, okay, let me have a look at it." I started reading it, and I was like, "Oh, this is good," but all I will say is that manga is like a night out. You go out, you see the girl, and you're like, "Yeah, boy." And you start chatting to the girl. Halfway through, you realize this ain't going nowhere.
Which what you talking about? The when you was talking about with the ninja or Tomodachi?
Tomodachi.
Don't say that, man. I haven't read the manga. I only watched the show, and I'm like all interested in the guy, right? The main guy.
Mm-hmm.
Made that dude. I'm gonna take your fingers. And the guy was begging his crew to do it. I was like, yo, this shit's dope. But then it ended right there, and I'm like, was the first few episodes boring as fuck, bro? This was me. I kept falling.
Well, what was it? The first few episodes, them just being friends, right?
It was the first episode was them being friends, and then it ended with them being trapped, getting kidnapped, and put into the game. And then episode 2 was the first game where they had like the Ouija board thing.
Yeah.
And then it was like I was like, I don't know if I want to keep watching this. And then like I put it down for like a couple of weeks, and then like finally watched episode 3 where they were on the roof, and that's when it started to get interesting. Where you realize, like, oh shit, these people doing underhand stuff. And then it was in the forest, so it started to get better, but it started off uninteresting, in my opinion. But anyway, if you want to know more about that, guys, be sure to watch last episode, episode 6. So chug it along here. All right. So this week
is that a slithering hat?
Yeah.
Nice. This week.
Your boy ain't playing, bro.
Why slithering?
Oh, I did a quiz.
Oh, okay.
And apparently I'm really pessimistic, and I want to see the world burn. Partial Town Gang. Hey. Anyway. Andy did it, and Andy, my girlfriend, she did it. She got Gryffindor. I was like, well, what in the Romeo and Juliet is this? Anyway. so we did that shit, and I was trying to do it for Halloween. So I bought I got the cloak and everything. Cloak, fucking sweater. And then
nice.
Then nothing. I think the hood came too late. I got a wand, and then the following, I was like, okay, we're gonna go to Renaissance Fair, and I'm gonna wear it, and she got sick. All right, guys, let's get to the main topic of the week. Finally, we're going to cover Classroom of the Elite, which we said we were gonna cover probably like a month and a half ago. I think like a month ago, and finally here to talk about it. And, crazy anime, man. 2 seasons so far. I think 25 episodes.
Yeah.
It started in 2017 and it ran to I think this year.
Yeah.
The studio, I don't know the studio. Lurche? No.
Lurche, right?
Yeah. I was trying to
There's
see
no
what
apostrophe over the E.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, man, you go, motherfucker. All right, let's there. Oh. They got a lot of things in here, man, but I don't think I've seen any of these
I think,
motherfuckers.
yeah, I think they
Oh, they
recently
did
just
Assassination Classroom season 2.
right.
Yeah,
So
and
they just came out with, oh gosh, what's the name of the other studio that is part of the one that we like? Anyhow,
yeah.
the guys that made the whatever, they came up with a new studio.
Oh,
So they were being, I guess, like they weren't shining as much because everybody was looking at our second studio.
oh,
Damn, I think it's that my favorite studio, Madhouse.
oh, we forget that name.
No, because it's not Madhouse. It's the shell company of Madhouse. I
Oh,
can't remember.
kill yourself trying to remember that shit. Yeah, so 25 episodes, made by Lushe. You can find it on Crunchyroll. All episodes are studio licensed by Crunchyroll, and yeah. So Dwayne, bro. So pretty much this anime surrounds these kids that go, it's around one kid. It follows like the main two kids. Does it follow? Does it really focus on the girl? Anyway, it follows that dude with dead eyes, which is funny.
Yeah,
They go to this special school, and pretty much the school is ran on like currency, so you can buy anything. And they always hit you with these tests. And these tests are like survival tests. And the class are all ranked. I think it's A through D.
yeah, it's a D.
The D class was supposed to be like the trash class. Obviously the A class. And if you do better in the test and stuff, you could rank up. And then there's that the A class that take their like ultra elitists and shit. So that's pretty much the premise of it for the whole two seasons. And it follows the guy as he lazily navigates
Excuse me.
through this shit because he
Too
got
easy.
everybody tricked. He got everybody tricked. Everybody think that boy fucking lazy. Man,
Too easy.
Jesus. Please, especially that season 2. We gonna talk about that. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into story. That's just a little synopsis, so we can talk about it more in the stories and stuff like that. So go ahead, Dred. Take it away. What you think about the story,
Um, honestly, it was a little. I thought it was good
man?
up to the ending.
Don't like
The
when he
end
take
of
the
the
brakes
season
off it.
two. I like that. I just don't like the fact that he revealed himself
Oh, to that guy. Was the
to
whole
everyone.
what?
Because in revealing himself to the guy, he then revealed himself to everyone. Because you gotta think the allure of the whole anime thus far was the fact that he was operating from the shadows, and he was at a level where he could get people to do things what he want and operate in the shadows without anybody else knowing. So then to get to the end where all of a sudden it felt like the main premise kind of flipped. It went from him operating in the shadows to him like making all these deals with other people and stuff like that. And it seemed really, really out of character for him. But outside of that, the story is quite intriguing. Trying to figure out like what was his past and how
Yeah.
did he get there. Um, and also just what is his limit because he showed snippets of what he could do, but then he never really pushed himself to be serious. The only time he was serious once was in the race, and he lost the race to the president.
That president though.
So then
So
the
it
other
makes me think
question
what that
begs a
president's
different.
about, right?
Well, that
Like,
president.
yo, because the whole time, the whole premise was like, yo, this dude probably the best guy in the school, and he looked at the president and was like, no, the
The
president looked at
president
him
was
and was
like,
like, raise me seriously. That's the first time you see the president like smile. You like,
yeah.
damn, and he still lost. I was like, fuck. In my case with the story, yeah, you're right. I was gonna say that too. That because the whole point is like, especially there was a sequence when when they were in the forest. Remember the
Hmm.
forest one, when the forest test, and the same redhead dude that was the leader C, he thought that they were in the clear, right? He thought that they won. He made the right
Stop
chess
being.
moves and everything, and he thought he made all the chess moves and stuff, and then went into around class D1. And then it did
Yeah.
go back and it showed like how he switched the battery and stuff like that. By the end, no one really knew what he did outside the girl that he's working with, the black haired girl
Hmm.
that's the president's
Yeah.
sister. Yeah, outside of her, and that was pretty intriguing. And they were doing that for a good while, kind of up to that point when he ended up having to, because he had to rope in that girl that was like a leech.
Yeah.
Was funny, right? He made that girl feel like he loved her, man. At the end, he was like, completed. He's now totally dependent on me. Like, ah, you whole ass, bro. You a hoe. Better girl in the black hair. Each season kind of ends like that. Season 1, it was the president's sister.
Yeah. The president's sister.
He was like, I may actually need your help. Do. Like, I don't give a fuck about you. In his head, monologue. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But his past though is definitely the intrigue, especially when his father showed up.
Hmm.
Like, it's
Yeah.
time to drop out of school. Shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hopefully we get a little as the time goes on, we get some more cookies and stuff about his past. Look like he's a lab baby,
Maybe.
and there was a whole
Maybe.
bunch of kids. Kind of remind me of a
Yeah.
movie called The Witch. It's a,
The
it's
Witch.
a, it's, it's a Korean movie. It's these kids that they all had like they were experimented in and then they like busted. And the kid had like powers.
Oh, yeah, I
Like,
remember that.
she like beat everybody ass. But I thought that movie was a horror. Then I started watching it. It's an action movie. I was like, what the fuck is this? Bro, I was like, oh, this one's about to tear. She's gonna be ripping people apart. Anyway, so
Oh, that's crazy. You know, this anime reminds me of an anime that you don't like. Talentless Nana. Talentless Nana. Because it kind of got us in
better
intrigued
than
with
I know, but I get you.
oh yeah, definitely. But it got us in intrigue of like, okay, how is she gonna like murder all these kids? And then what is her past and all this stuff going on? Um but yeah, I would say I still enjoy Talentless Nana. I just think like Riyadh said, the ending was a bit different from the manga. So it kind of ruined the story.
They need to hurry up and bring out the rest, clear this shit up. And
I
I
thought
don't think they make it anymore. Are they?
I thought part 2 was coming out.
Oh, it is. I don't know. I didn't really get.
Bruh, I don't have any anime sources anymore. So
Really? You don't get Crunchyroll?
I told you that I don't have the money for Crunchyroll, and the
What
site
about
that I have,
I sent you a website, didn't I? It don't work.
they get blocked. England a bit.
I might VPN's pretty cheap. I might get one and just have you use that.
All right, do that.
But I am watching one on Amazon. Do you still have Amazon, or did you cancel that as well?
Cancel that as well.
You gonna cancel
Whoa.
Canva? You gonna cancel Canva? We veering off the fucking subject anyway.
Nah, that, I paid for that for a year, so we still got we can still use that.
Whenever you're ready, I basically just use it for my tumblers for YouTube and my mom. Anyway, so I thought this fucking veered off hard and shit. The story, yeah, but definitely I think by the whole like he's recruiting, like he recruits the Class C dude and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he's gonna get himself too deep underwater. Like all these deals and shit. He's gonna be fighting for his life again.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I do admit that the intrigue is starting to like fade a little. He's still got a little thing going, but it's definitely
Yeah.
not the same as the earlier season and half.
Yeah.
But he beat the brakes off of Class C. Woo-wee!
Mm-hmm.
That boy was talking. He was like, "Hey, man, I said, what are you talking about?" You realize the dude's a sociopath. You see the fear coming in his eyes, bro? Like, this motherfucker crazy, bro. But yeah, and moving people as pawns and shit.
Yeah.
Definitely really cool. Anything else to add to the story? Because I feel like we went through that shit quick.
I yes, I kind of felt like the tactics was really flat. Like they're portraying him as a genius, but some of the things that he did it wasn't really genius level. Case in point, if you think about the forest test, right? So they go through like all these days and stuff like that, and at the end of it, you find out he poured water into the camera, which was all right. So we kind of figured it out from way before, and then he bought the card. He bought the captaincy for the card at the very end, and to me that was like,
I think the thing is one of those situations that I guess the genius level improves as the people around him improve.
yeah,
The force test, everybody's stupid, bro. Especially the people in his class. People in his class, I understand why they in class D. Like, like you get what I'm saying. Like
yeah,
when you saw it peak when he raced, like what his performance is when he raced against the president, right? Okay. When he raced against the president. That's when you saw peak. I can't remember the guy's name. The peak character, right? But then like in the forest, all the people were fighting against each other and shit, bro. Like he does nothing, Class D eat themselves alive, bro. Like
pretty much.
you get what I'm saying? So I get what you say. It's not genius level, but for that particular task,
Yeah,
it was.
yeah. So with that being said, I think that's why I was really disappointed with the end of season 2, because if that was the trajectory that you were trying to go with, is that as the class becomes more confident and stuff like that, then he can exercise more stuff. Putting him now at the forefront depletes all of that, because now all the other what you call them antagonists knows who it is, and they're going to be planning specifically for him.
I guess
not necessarily going after the class.
I guess it depends.
Again,
if the people for Class C talk, those 4 people that got their ass beat, why they beat the black man like that, man? What? First to do was the King Lackey, bro, and he got all smoked. I was like, not to bring race into it like a big deal. It was just funny because he's like the only black character.
Yeah.
Damn, they did him dirty, bro. I had to go back and watch Baki to remember that we got a place. We didn't get beat like that. I had to go back and watch Baki. Like okay, we badass. Woo! But I get what you're saying. I guess we just got to see how next season, the 3rd season goes, and how they're gonna run this thing. What's gonna happen with the Class C? I think it's gonna get really good once you start progressing into A. I'm interested to see B because I don't know anything. Like B doesn't seem to have any villains. At least we don't think so. They seem all
I honestly think the Captain of B is a really good villain.
she a snake. She's slithering.
Not yet, pretty much, but not necessarily in the fact that she's hiding her true soul. Is that she is so observant that she picks apart people's plans from the very get go. Because with the forest stuff, she picked apart that plan. With the game where you had to find out who was the leading planet, she picked apart plan A, plan, and Kenji's plan, like easily to the point where he had to plan the first plan and then had two more plans afterwards. So I
almost
think
got his ass too. It was interesting. So I was going to ask you about that. Like I think her character is low key, like brilliant too. But
yeah,
you know, she's just friendly. So she might not be because Class D dude was pretty much like a fucking Class C, pretty much like a mafia boss.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like he was just ordering people around and shit. Everyone ruling through fear. So it's interesting to see the others. The Class A woman, you know, she a cripple and shit. Handicapped.
But she rules through intelligence.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's interesting. At least they're not
with
all
Class
bullies.
B, yeah,
Like
Class B was more so ruling by emotions.
Yeah. So we it's interesting. We gotta wait to see what's gonna happen, especially as he pulls in more fucking pawns. He already got that girl. She gonna do anything.
Yeah,
So that boy,
I
delayed coming to save her ass, bro, on purpose. He's like, I'm gonna let her get tortured.
I figured that much, you know. But I really hope that the girl who pretends to be all nice and then turns into this mean person, I really hope she doesn't take over the whole of season 3 because her story I'm just not interested.
You've already read it?
No. Like, I mean,
wait, which
from
girl
the
you talking
anime,
about? Which girl you talking about?
the one that grabbed his hand and put it on her boob. Like, I still have your fingerprints on my dress. Like,
listen, man, I'm gonna be real with you.
Her story is,
dude. Like when she finally revealed the reason she like that, I was like,
flat.
Are you serious? I rather. What the fuck is this? You started snitching on everybody that told you their secret. That's what we going with here, guys. That's what we going with. I'd rather you had been like a fucking sadist, so they killing little animals and shit, but you just put it on the whole social. You know what I mean? I'd rather that.
Yeah.
Why are you doing it? There's no reason. I just enjoy it. I would rather that.
or like, I honestly, right? This is what I thought. I thought with her character, they were going with the whole, not Jeffrey Dahmer, the other guy. The other guy, Charles Manson. I thought what she did was that she befriended like all the people in the class, and then I kind of figured she did snitch, but not snitch in that way, but kind of like pit people against one another, and then manipulated them into either killing each other, like how King's Game was, or like they all decided they were gonna do a suicide pact. That kind of thing. So I thought she was like the kind of psycho that was right.
Like that man that took them boys, took all their people down to fucking Guyana. drink the Kool-Aid. Remember that motherfucker? That church dude. Yeah. I would even take that. Like, they're definitely storytelling wise. They dropped the ball on her backstory to make her an intriguing character. You know what I mean? I guess that they was trying to say that because she was, I don't know. I can't think of any real justification. And then like her hate for that other girl, they make like I was like, I don't understand. Do you understand why she doesn't like the president?
No, it was just because she went to the same school and she knew about the rumor that was spread through the school. But like the girl said, like I don't know
Bro, she done
exactly
that.
the detail. Like no one from the school knows the details of what
No
went
one,
down.
bro.
Like they
No
just
one.
know that you was the only survivor in this class. That's it.
Yo, that's like King's Game level bullshit, bro. Fire that
Yeah,
writer. I'm just joking. They looked at King's Game, man. They definitely looked at that bitch and
it
took
got the
that story.
same character animation too. So
I was looking to see if it was part of the lineup, but it wasn't. I was about to say, we gonna get this bitch a one and
mm,
call it an evening. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Yeah. So I was, yeah, I 100% agree there. I was interested in her in a way up to, so, man, what? But then once I found out her backstory and shit, left a bad taste in my mouth. It wasn't. It
yeah.
left me unsatisfied.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I wanted it to be juicy. It turned out to be like a fucking pancake, regular pancake, no syrup, no nothing, no blueberries, nothing.
Yeah.
Disappointing. Well, I guess we
I,
gotta.
it,
She's
it
still there,
was so
right? She's still.
disappointing. Yeah, it was so disappointing that I found more intrigue in thinking that she just hated the other girl because she was more popular than her. I found
Hey,
that more intriguing
even
than the
that would have been better
backstory.
in my opinion.
I was like,
Like
I can live with that.
she
Girls
does
are like
that.
that.
She wrecks her. Um, yeah, it just wasn't good. It's crazy because in this other anime I reviewed before. This was another solo one. I hope you get to watch it. What's it called? Kono Kono Oto Tomare. Have you watched the anime?
No.
The one with the, oh yeah. It's another slice of life one. They play like an instrument and shit.
Hmm.
But there's a character in there that a little bit like that, but her character was written better. Like if you watch it, you understand.
Yeah.
And also, it's not the whole fucking season. She only like that for like a couple episodes, right?
Hmm.
But she does the whole, all kind of shit. But she was like saying little underhand stuff to fucking break up the band.
Hmm.
And it was kind of like that girl, but that girl was just first the whole "I still have your shirt" shit. Come on, come on, girl, come on. I'm gonna need more than that, bro. Like that, that shit paper thin, bro.
Compare the.
I still have. I was like, bro, do you see the shit they're doing in this school? They'll find that shirt. He will find that shirt if he really give a fuck. He letting her do. He letting her do what she want, bro. Like
Yeah.
if he really wanted, he would have took that. He would have gone, found that shirt, burned that bitch long.
Not even that. Just force her to file a complaint and then pay the teachers to stay in the school and get rid of the complaint.
Oh yeah, because you could buy it. You could pay or buy anything in this school, right? Yeah. He called the teachers there at the end. Is like, why are we here? He's like, I just need y'all to witness I didn't start this bitch. But they didn't beat their ass. But yeah, I like another thing I like though. One thing I do like because at first he was like in the beginning it kind of was showing that girl, the president's sister. I was
Hmm.
like, is it focus? I thought at first it was going to focus on them teaming up, but he didn't really give a fuck about her. But
Hmm.
no, she think that she's in charge. It's like kind of like being in that room. So you're feeling charge? Put the hand on the shoulder. So and this gives you power over me. Sorry. So, but why is she in class D? Like, did she like fuck up the test or something? I don't understand. Do you understand thing, or we still gotta wait for more of her story to get revealed?
I think we still got a bit for more of her story to be revealed. And briefly, as I understood, she had a panic attack or something when she was doing the test or something like that.
Oh, yeah. She seems to idolize her brother, but her brother be looking at her like dumb,
Trash.
dumb bitch. I want your approval. I love you.
He'd be looking at her like he's Magneto. How dare you, you weak, pathetic fool.
That boy said Magneto, bro. God damn.
Uh,
He definitely on a different level than her, though.
Definitely.
So it's gonna be interesting. There's a lot of interesting aspects there. All right, man. Let's go ahead and jump into rating for this story
Story?
session.
Man, I give it 4.5.
Ooh, even though you didn't like the ending and stuff.
Yeah. I still looking forward to see what happens next.
Yeah, it definitely left you. Even though you didn't like, even though you're not the biggest fan of the direction that it went, it did leave you
Yeah.
with enough. It leaves you. I just turned the light on.
Okay.
It leaves you with enough wanting. No, they can't keep doing the ending like that. No, I want the whole of fucking Class D to know this dude over there playing chess. And I was kind of hoping that after he beat that dude, he would have like left the school. Like, I thought they were gonna like kick those people out or some shit like that, and then it would
Yeah,
have
like
gone back
if you
down to
beat
just a
them,
small circle. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
if you beat them, get rid of them.
That's what. Well, I thought that was the original plan. The guy was
Hmm.
talking about he was leaving and shit. But we'll see. Same
To me,
here.
to me, that felt like the whole kind of thing of that we keep harping about. Vader sacrificed himself, and then the Sith come back. Like
Who do it?
the whole thing of like killing off a character and then you bring him back without reason and explanation. That's what that guy losing and leaving and then being brought back to the school felt like to me. It was like he's
What
done.
was the
He's
point?
done. Yeah. Even I even would have preferred if he left the school and Kenji like tracked him down and used him outside the school. Even that would have been better than nah, we just keep you in the school. It was like, so what's the point?
He is bitch. Yeah, I get what you say though. No, I don't even want to get into that death thing.
Yeah,
You know how I feel about that death, like death and bring that to life, especially when it's a sacrificial death.
yeah.
Fucking Vegeta. When he fought Boo.
Our Trevor
Yeah,
Trevor Beaumont. That was terrible.
that was terrible. Oh my god. We gonna just stop talking. We ain't even gonna talk about that. Anyway, yeah, that Beaumont. Oh my god. Now that you bring it back in my head. So in my case, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Same. It's pretty much in the same ballpark as you. I think we agree on most stuff here. It was nice to see him whoop everybody ass at the end, but like I said, I would have preferred those characters be removed. Like he beat him, and then like they say, well, they kidnap a girl, they blah blah blah, expel him, expel that
Yeah.
group, so that the circle stays small. Um, and he would have
Or expel the key people of class
see,
C, which means class D would go up because
yeah,
class C in
they gonna
chaos.
gonna
And
implode.
you could even bring in like a new cycle because that little girl that was rolling with them that was all nice, that the mafia dude was just walking around like, what do you think about him?
Hmm.
She could have been like a new villain that was just hidden in plain sight.
Yeah,
But like I said, um, I'm we're not the writers, and it'll be interesting to see the direction that they take.
we gotta see the whole cake, man. Right
Yeah,
now, it seems like we already see
a
we're looking at
part
about
of the puzzle.
part of the puzzle, man. So I ain't gonna be too hard of them, but that's why I think solid consensus we would have preferred slightly different direction.
Yeah,
So we got
that's kind of why I don't like reviewing these animes that not finished
it's
because you
hard, man.
can't.
Cause some of these
It's hard.
the thing
Yeah.
about anime is, man, a lot of them they never finish. Like they give you that fucking some of them finish.
No.
No,
No.
a lot of them don't go to completion now. A lot of them like, hey, here's a little fucking piece of meat. Read the manga, bitch. I honestly think that's it. No,
And,
look at this
to be honest,
wonderful show.
I would be happy to do that
But
if it was the case that these studios um had the best in mind for these writers. But it's not about that. It's not about deterring you to go and read the manga. These men just want saying to fill their pockets and that's it. And pay the writer 20 cents.
it's actually crazy, man. I've been hearing like I hear what they do to like voice actors and shit.
Yeah,
Sad.
boy. I heard I haven't really been checking it out because I've been off of social media and
Shoot
stuff.
shit, shoot
Sorry.
shit. All right, so so 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Obviously these next two categories go pretty quick, and then we gonna jump into shoot shit. So
Yeah.
characters, man.
Just go straight to ratings because we already talked about
We already talked
them.
about characters. So I was just gonna tell me your ratings for characters.
Characters. I get characters. I get characters a 4 as well. I thought they were all well thought out. Even some of the class pieces kind of help the story move along. It's just that there are some key pieces that are like, we could do without you, but we don't know how you fit into the story. So yeah. So yeah, I give them a 4. I enjoyed. I thought they were all well drawn out as well. I think this was one of the first animes I watched where the drawing of each character showed their personality in some way. Like if you look at the girl that was a leech, she had really big eyes, but she had narrow shoulders, which kind of showed her as meek and frail, and it matched her personality for being bullied and stuff like that. So I found that part really, really intriguing. I was like, man, that really helped the story. So yeah.
I give them a 4.5 out of 5. I think when it comes to side characters in this show, they definitely expanded on a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, you get like solid side characters or wasteful side characters, but you don't really know much about them. They just come in, impact the story, and leave. I think a lot of the characters here, there's a lot of like, for instance, the president, the president's sister.
President, yeah.
She, even though she's one of the more important side characters in the story, you got questions about her. As much as we don't like that crazy ass chick, I got you brownies. Her, but you see, she got that whole dual personality thing going. You got questions about her whether you like her character or not. Even the leader for Class C, as he was getting pummeled, you realize that this dude was living on the streets and shit, bro. This dude was a street rat.
But the thing is, he was still a genius in himself because
He figured out he was figuring out who the guy was, So, but I'm just saying, like each of them had a lot of the characters had enough impact that you had intrigue, and that's a really strong thing. Because a lot of times we find that some characters they're there and then they're gone. You don't really give a fuck. Even the president, you're like, yo, I want to know about this guy,
like,
bro.
Stargirl and that show with the stupid boy who wouldn't forgive his dad.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
It's an anime that we covered to, and I was like, I hate that guy. Not telling it's not. It was Clannad, stupid Stargirl, who kept turning up. Star power! Here's my starfish to help you.
Fuck you. Almost forgot about her.
Do you know that girl? No, that's Murder Her.
Forgot about that. I honestly forgot about that chick, bro. Clannad. Oh my god. So yes. And then trying to think here. That's it, huh? Oh wait. Animation. I'm gonna just give it a 5, honestly. Unless there's something Halo, man. Unless there's something you wanna contribute.
No, like I said, the I like how the characters drawings met a story, show the story for each person's personality. It was digital animation, so it was always gonna look the same as Naruto and stuff. I find there's more energy in that in hand drawn animation. So when it comes to these sort of digital animation kind of thing, you can't really tell the difference with some of them. Unless it's been purposely drawn
Well,
that way, but majority of the time it's just done to get your story out.
honestly, man,
Um,
digital animation looks like it's the fucking forever now. They all going along that
yeah,
line.
yeah,
Um,
but you could still make digital animation unique in a way, and I think a good case study of that is the battle between Cruella and Isaac. Even though that was digital animation, like you saw the uniqueness and the art style and the brush strokes. Another one is we just watched it as well. Um, I can't remember what it is. Actually, no, we haven't reviewed it. No, we did. What you call it? Paranoia Agent, and how they kind of showed malice in the drawing and stuff like that. So you can still make it unique, but like I said, a lot of these guys are just trying to get your story out, and that's cool too. But the animation was cool. I give it a 4.
oh, okay. All right. So we're gonna let's just jump to ratings. We might for the next one we might revise how we do this thing. Uh,
Hmm.
Probably just do one big rating instead of breaking it down. I don't know. We'll talk
Yeah,
about it a little later. Because I feel like we do story, and once we finish story, we hit so much stuff in the story that by the time we get to the other ones, it's like, why are we even talking
yeah,
about these? You know what I mean? I don't know. Just, um.
yeah.
So overall, guys, um, in the 2 seasons we've had so far, season 3 is gonna get something next year. Um, I'm gonna give this a 4. With everything in there, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. Um, to me, the only real hiccup was like it feels like he's revealing himself just a little too much.
Mm.
I was really liking the behind the scenes things like how you said. Um, but I guess they wanted to showcase that this boy ain't no punk. He can whoop ass, right?
Yeah.
Um, let's hope this shit don't cut out on me. All right, go ahead.
Uh, I give it a 4. The story's not done, so I can't honestly
Yeah,
assess it to
yeah,
give it a 5 or not. But
yeah.
it's something intriguing that I do want to see season 3.
Awesome. All right, there we go, guys. Be sure to check it out, though. It's definitely worth the watch. A lot of good stuff in there. Let's go ahead and jump into shoot shit. Talk about animes we're watching, movies, and then we'll call it an episode.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Yeah, man. Going back to touch what you said, bro. Like, I know that like voice actors and stuff for anime and stuff were kind of like underpaid, but I didn't
Hmm.
know that it was like I'm gonna pay you $300
Yeah.
and that's it. Like, you don't get no like visuals or nothing. I didn't know it was that bad. I always thought it was like we gonna undercut you as in like pay you not enough,
Hmm.
but I didn't know that they were actually like straight up fisting these guys.
Yeah. And in all fairness, they haven't done anything illegal because, like I told you in my situation with Black Sands, I was like 20% of your story, but you got toys, you got animation, and so I was right because now they have people coming in for anime and stuff off these scene stories people wrote, and yeah, with Black Sands and so now like a lot of the people that I was talking to that have been associated with them, like they get paid based on how many books are sold. But my thing is, if you're not marketing the books, then things. So they're not got paid for months, and the animation coming out. They
Yeah, they
have
got the Black Sands
other
thing coming
people.
out. Yeah.
Right, they have their Black Science app where they publish other people's work and
It's
stuff.
funny. I downloaded the app, man. You gotta pay to read every fucking thing on that bitch, man. It's annoying. It's almost like too much. I was like, webtoons. They robbing people too. Don't get me wrong. But webtoons,
Yeah,
you read it. You. They give you like a bunch, and then obviously to keep reading, you have to
yeah,
pay to go, right? You pay the coins, but you get
yeah.
a good 10, 10, 15 chapters. I know as time goes on, it unlocks. So like
Hmm.
if the whole story comes out and you decide to read it 2 years later, everything's gonna be open. But
Yeah.
but
Well, you see, that's the thing.
I don't know, man. I just say
Black Suns don't really have a lot of issues. I don't even think the story's done.
nah.
Yeah. So
No, I get what you're saying. It's just
yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
pay to on their app. You gotta pay to do a lot of stuff, bro. Like I was trying to
yeah.
read their
You do.
story, and it was literally one book, and then you had to pay to read the rest. Like it doesn't unlock after a certain time, nothing like that. It's just what you gotta pay to read the rest, no matter what.
Yeah.
Um, so it was just a little. It's a shame because I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
It's just like I want to make sure I like the book before it starts, and then it's like the amount of money to read some stories is like it was like $10 and shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I get it. That was the model that they chose. With webtoons, because I remember I had spoke to you about why not putting my stuff on webtoons. Webtoons rob people. Be like
of
all
course,
those like that Netflix deal. So you know, Sweet Home, where we was talking about the woman firefighter that looks sexy as hell, in the monster. So the offer doesn't get anything for that. Webtoons do, because as soon as you put your stuff on
the
Webtoons,
property belongs to them.
property belongs to them, and they literally say in their terms and conditions. It's so crazy, right? That's another reason why I don't do TikTok as well, because TikTok terms and conditions is that if you use their product, if let's say if you use TikTok, then they have access to your entire phone, your keystrokes, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it goes even further. If you take a file from your phone and put it on another computer, so like we say I put it on like my work computer, then because wherever that file is, they have access to that location as well.
Oh, okay.
So they plant what do you call them, cookies in everything that you own. And I'm like out here trying to control people. I want nobody controlling my keyboard.
I mean, to be fair, we doing the corporations on our end doing a pretty good job of doing that shit anyway. Anyway, that's a whole different thing. I ain't getting into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're all criminals. They're all criminals. And I waiting for the asteroid. I'm joking. It's gonna be interesting when we're like old. So,
Yeah.
we're gonna be looking at the Earth at 80 if we make it that far. They're gonna be like,
For real.
wow, what a shithole. Anyway, so I've been watching some cool stuff here. I got a dip soon. So, you watching anything good?
I watched 3,000 Years of Longing. That was pretty dope.
Oh, that's that movie with Idris Elba, huh?
Yeah.
Is it good? I haven't watched it.
It's good up to a point. Because it's based on a short story, so you know what's happening. They do this short story, and then they run out of story, and then they get some other writer that have no idea about the story or something like that. Finish the story. So, like the short story bit was beautiful. Then it gets to the bit where they had to ad lib, and it was like, it doesn't have the same flavor.
Oh, okay.
So it was crazy, man, but it was still a very enjoyable movie. I have yet to watch Top Gun.
Bro, I'm gonna fight you, big dog.
I know, right?
Bro, I'm a fucking damn. I can't even do that. I was like, put it, stream it on fucking Twitch. Twitter watch it. But it's not owned by Amazon, so that'll get taken in like
Nah.
2 minutes.
And I watched the documentary that everybody cussing Kyrie for. So that was interesting,
terrible, bro. Did you paid for it?
Yeah, I rented it on Amazon.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. I'm not paying to watch that bitch, but I think I watched like a video on YouTube of somebody summarizing it. And like what it was like, yeah, blah blah blah. I'm like watching it, I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's 3 hours long, but you know me, I like analysis like that. So it was intriguing for me. And I really don't. Yeah, you know what? I ain't even getting into that.
You don't get, bro. I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah.
Do you agree with it?
Man.
Do you agree with it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, bro. All right. So I've been watching.
I agree with the main bits they're trying to make. The bits that I don't agree with, the Holocaust bit, I was like, you weren't there, so you can't really discredit that. The other bits that I don't agree with were there was something, the bank situation with the Rockefellers. Again, you weren't there, so you can't discredit that. So really and truly, if you take away all that part and just focus on the bit where they were using like the analysis of the original scripture and the history of the lineage of Abraham and Isaac, who is the main people in the Bible, you could see that they come from the kind of African Egyptology kind of lineage, and that was cool to see because they had a lot of facts on that. So then when they get into the other stuff about the Jews and things like that, it becomes heresy. I watched that, and I watched the greatest lie ever sold, the Black Lives Matter documentary. I was like, whoa. Wow. If anyone wasn't a Candace Owens fan, they probably are now.
Still dislike that one. But anyway, Bleach. I've been watching Bleach. They released the 1,000-Year Blood Wars. Pretty cool to see.
How is that going?
Actually, the animation stuff is pretty good. I've read the story already, so it's just interesting to see it like move instead of watching it still.
The only thing I want to know about that is if
they changed the ending.
Yep.
That's all. That's the only fucking reason I'm watching this guy. There's 13 episodes. I am only watching. They probably split it into, but I'm only watching this because I want to see if they change the end at the end of this. There's no more Bleach after this, so they need to nail this. Made in the Abyss is back.
Oh, sweet.
The Golden City of the Scorching Sun, the latest season. The next level.
Oh, that's beautiful because they brought up the movie, and I didn't get to watch the movie.
Oh, okay. To Your Eternity, season 2.
To Your Eternity, season 2 out?
Yeah.
There's so much stuff to watch.
There's only 7 episodes, so we can wait. Apparently, there's 20 episodes planned.
I got him.
It's Uncle Sean. Say hi.
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 At the show.
No, it's not him.
Who is it?
I don't know. Daddy's on the phone. Go over there somewhere. Your
All right,
room.
man. We wrap it here pretty quick. I got a fucking dip.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this show called The Eminent in Shadow.
Okay.
It's pretty good, bro. It's funny as fuck, though. It's funny as fuck.
Really?
Yeah, but it's pretty good. But anyway, man. So, anything else you think we're gonna be able to get another episode in before the end of the year?
I don't know
next
because
week and then Christmas.
Having these two all the time.
You got the kids.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it, man. So we ain't gonna announce anything. You know, you should watch a movie. Watch this show if you can, if you're able to, called Babylon. I think it's called Babylon.
On Amazon?
It's on Amazon.
With the suicide stuff?
Oh, you already watched that?
That's the thing I tell you. I want to talk about me. And
That's the next one. That's the next one. I'm at episode 8. I'm at episode 8. That's the next one. We done. We good. Yo, that shit nuts. I was like, what the fuck? Yo, I'm at the part, and this is all I'm gonna talk about. When he kidnapped the girl, when she kidnapped the girl, and she's like, you know the difference between me and you? I'm evil. Shing! I was like, and not just, we gonna save it, bro. Shit nuts. I was like, yo, what the fuck? He's like, I'm like, close the laptop, bro. Yeah, goner.
Yeah.
She draw the dotted lines, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And cut hair last. That woman dead before she got there, but still. Damn.
It's crazy.
And it's also an interesting subject, the whole assisted suicide thing.
Considering that Canada just released the first ever advertisement for euthanasia, which is contradictory because they also released another advertisement in the same day about immigration. We need help. Come join Canada. Live in Canada. But you have a choice.
I guess it's an outlook on life. We'll talk more about that. I got some thoughts about that. We'll see. But anyway, guys, so that's the next one, good. Babylon, bro. Jesus. I made episodes in. That shit got me a little shook. I want to see how this shit end now. I'm trying to figure. I want to see what gives that girl that ability to do what she does. Is it pheromones or some shit? Anyway.
Yeah. No, I ain't saying. But yeah, do your thing, man.
So I'm pretty interested in that, especially there was a part you talked to the doctor, and the doctor was like, "Bruh, I felt like I was raped." I was like, "What?"
Yep. Boys, be quiet.
All right, we're gonna leave Dwayne with his kids, guys. We'll talk some more. Be sure to I will say comment, like, subscribe, but at this point, I'm just don't leave me. Don't leave me. Losing subscribers out the wazoo. I think I said fuck too much in all my gaming and episodes. I'm being funny. I'm joking. We gonna keep pushing these out though, because I do this for more relaxation. Yeah. All right, Dwayne. Say bye to the peoples.
Peace.
Peace.